Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be looking at what is the best gun to put into a Sentry. For this video we are going to be using a hostile Sentry, but the best Sentry is the same for neutral and friendly Sentries. Firstly, we can forget about the handguns. Those include the Ace, Cobra, 1911 and Desert Falcon. We can also exclude submachine guns. That includes Machine Gavar and Empire. And we can exclude Schofield, Sport Shots, and any other thing in the rifle range. The reason these are bad for Sentries is because of their damage and fire rate. Let's test out a good gun. We are now at the airport, so let's test some guns. One thing that might come to mind when you think of good guns is a Timberwolf, a Grizzly, or a Echo, and any other gun that is in the sniper rifle range. So let's see how good they are. We'll put the Grizzly in first so you guys can see what it's like. And as you guys can see, the aim is very bad and it actually cannot hit the target. So even though it has really good damage, it can't aim at a target at all, which also makes it really easy to bait out the shots. Now, the same will happen if you put in any other guns, such as a Timberwolf. The Timberwolf actually hits its shots. The only problem is it still has a very bad fire rate. Another thing to note is that in a Sentry, the gun's damage is actually reduced. So if I get a Timberwolf myself and I shoot it, it does one tap to a zombie's head. Whereas with the Sentry, it doesn't one tap. And I think the reason is that it shoots at the feet, I'm assuming. And that might be the reason. As you can see, Echo isn't much better either. Next, we have the carbine category. That includes PDWs, Peacemakers, Vipers, and Uris. This category is also really good, and I'll show you guys right now. So, first we will look at the Viper. As you guys can see, it is quite good at killing, fast, and it has good accuracy. The problem with the Viper is it doesn't have much ammo, so somebody can easily run through and just bait out all of the shots. We could also use the Peacemaker, and as you guys can see, it shoots really fast. The problem is it shoots really fast. It has more ammo than the Viper, but the problem is it shoots so fast that it'll drain so quickly. The most ammo that we currently have is a Yuri at 64, and as you guys can see, also shoots really fast and has high damage. Arguably the best in this category though is a PDW, and preferably we will put a military drum on it so you don't have to refill it as often. Also means people can't bait it out. And you guys can see that the PDW is also really good. The one problem with the PDW though is that it uses military ammo, which if you're playing on a map like Germany, you're going to rather want to spend the military ammo on raiding with HMG boxes with attack helis, so preferably not. Another category that we can exclude are bows, and I'll show you guys right now. Firstly, they only have one shot, which makes them really bad, and they actually don't shoot, as you guys can see. Another gun that doesn't shoot that you might not know is the rocket launcher. So if I spawn it in and I bring over a zombie, I can show you guys, which is quite sad that rocket launchers don't shoot. The reason it is because it's a projectile, so it's not a bullet. And the reason they've made it a projectile is so that it can have bullet drop like this. Now, a lot of you may be thinking that if you have a base, that shotguns may be the best. Shotguns are not that good, and I'll show you guys why right now. Inside a base, it might make sense to have some shotguns due to the fact that you can one-tap from a close range. But the reason that shotguns are actually bad is because they have so little ammo. It's really easy to bait them out. Even if you die while baiting them out, you'll only have to die roughly like 7 or so times. And the gun will be out of ammo, and you can just progress. Whereas with something like a PDW, you'll have to die like 100 times. If you guys are going to use a shotgun, I would recommend the Devil's Bane, as it has the most ammo at 21, and also has the highest fire rate. The next category is machine guns, which includes Dragon Fangs, Nykrevs, and Hell's Furies. Hell's Furies would be the best, but the problem is they don't fit into Sentry guns, which leaves us with the option of a Nycrev or a Dragon Fang. Many people will put Dragon Fangs in their Sentries, but I am here to tell you this is a very bad idea. Because if somebody comes and raids the Sentry, they will have a whole extra drum to raid with. The other problem with this is you actually want to use the Dragon Fang for raiding. You don't want to be spending it on players. It's almost like going to PvP with a Dragon Fang. It's a very bad idea. So that leaves us with a PDW and the Nycrev. The PDW shoots much faster than the Nycrev, which may seem like a good thing, but that also means it's going to use ammo faster. The Nycrev also has double the ammo, which means you won't have to refill it as often if you get raided frequently. And it means it's going to be the hardest to bait out. That means that the winner for the best gun that you can put in a Sentry is the Nycrev. To recap again, the reason you'll choose a Nycrev is because its ammo is not very useful for many other things. It has lots of ammo, which means that you won't have to refill it as often and people can't bait it out as easily. And it's not that good of a gun for PvP or anything else, so you aren't going to use it for anything but putting in Sentries. Thanks for watching, guys. YouTube thinks you should watch this video. I think you should watch this one. And click here to subscribe to me. Have a good day, and bye.